There's a war going on, not in the land of dawn, not in the mirrored jungle lanes, but across the entire mobile gaming world. A silent rivalry that's grown into a billion-dollar battlefield. Mobile Legends versus Honor of Kings. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are breaking down the ultimate showdown between Mobile Legends and Honor of Kings. Players base, who is really playing. Let's talk numbers, and oh boy, these numbers are not normal. First up, Mobile Legends. As of late 2023, this game is sitting on a mountain of about 78.6 million monthly active players, with an average of 5.2 million daily logins. That's not just big, that's massive. And during event peaks like the Transformer crossover, boom, MLBB hit 85 million players in a single month. Now hold on to your joystick because here comes Honor of Kings. In China alone, just one country, Honor of Kings casually pulls 100 million daily active users. Daily. That's like the entire population of Philippines logging in every single day to gank each other mid-lane. Historically, HOK even reached 200 million monthly players globally when included its overseas siblings Arena of Valor, but today, HOK's global version is still finding its footing. Estimates put its non-China user base around 1.4 to 1.7 million monthly as of early 2025. That's only a tiny sliver of what MLBB pulls worldwide. So if you are outside China, MLBB rules your region. Inside China, HOK is king, no contest. But that's just the start. Now let's see how these giants perform when money, fame and million-dollar stages are on the line. Here's where the flexing begins. Honor of King isn't just a game, it's a cash machine. The Honor of Kings International Championship 2023 had a $10 million prize pool. That's the biggest in mobile esport history ever, full stop. And they are not slowing down. And the KPL 2024 Grand Finals, another cool $9.8 million. Just the winning team pocketed $3.1 million. That's not esport, that's a real estate. Now Mobile Legends might not have the same stakes of cash, but it absolutely wipes the floor when it comes to viewership. The M5 World Championship hits 5.07 million peak viewers. Even the M6 tournament in December 2024, while slightly lower in peak, had higher average viewership and record-breaking watch hours. More people stayed watching longer than ever before. So if HOK is showing off with prize money, MLBB is dancing on stage with all the fans. Now let's zoom out. Who is playing where? Mobile Legends is basically the Google of mobile MOBAs. It's everywhere, it dominates Southeast Asia, but also has huge scene in Latin America, the Middle East, and even a growing push into Europe and North America. M5 featured teams from 22 regions, Asia, Europe, MENA, Americas, you name it. Even big Western esports organizations like Team Liquid and Fanatics joined the MLBB party in 2024. But most of that global energy, it's coming straight from Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, which is basically the MLBB capital of the world. M5 records viewership mostly from Indonesian fans. Their passion is unmatched. Meanwhile, Honor of Kings has been very China-focused for years. But in 2024, Tencent hit the global expansion button hard. They launched HOK's global version in over 160 countries and even hosted world tournaments featuring Southeast Asia, MENA and European teams. In fact, Malaysia's breakthrough became the first non-Chinese team to win a world title in 2024. Huge milestone. Still, HOK's global final in 2024 only reached 387,000 peak viewers, while MLBB was chilling at 4 to 5 million, so yeah, the gap is still real. Let's talk vibe check. Mobile Legends players in C are loyal. They have seen the game evolve from being called a LoL clone to launching huge collabs like Transformers, Star Wars, and even Naruto. Muntun listens, updates regularly, and keep players engaged with skin sales, events, and creator support. It's not perfect, matchmaking still triggers people, but the community vibes are strong. MLBB's Play Store rating is still over 4-star with millions of reviews. But the recent BTK incident did trigger a lot of players to move to HOK. And they made this thing, Legends to Kings. And it did have some legendary YouTubers and pro players move to Honor of Kings. Is this a bad thing? Yeah. But will MLBB die because of it? Probably not. If MLBB can survive stuff like countrywide bans twice, I'm sure it can sustain big names moving to other games. But come on Munchun, build your content creator market, focus on it more because content creators like Jace No Limit, Elgin, General and pro players like Kelra, Kyrie and King Kong are treasures of this community. Protect them at all cost. When they leave, they tend to take a chunk of the players' base with them, so protect them. Akosi Dogi, Moba Zane, Hun and Yavi have already left and I'm sure they took a chunk out of MLBB community with them and build new faces to improve the trust. I know there are programs but I don't think enough is being done to promote them. Now Honor of Kings has legendary trust in China. It's treated like a cultural treasure. Tencent has polished the heck out of this game, strict minor protection, deep historical lore, even cross-media projects. It's the highest grossing mobile game of all time for a reason. Arena of Valor left a bitter taste in some regions. Players are just now discovering how good HOK actually is. The reviews are positive, but the challenge is breaking through MLB's grip on the rest of the world. Let's end it with the big picture. Moba Legends is the king of international mobile MOBAs. So who is winning in 2025? Moba Legends is the king of international mobile MOBAs. Massive player base, record-shattering viewership, huge content empire. If you are outside China, this is your arena. Honor of Kings, it's the undisputed emperor within China. With billions in revenues and 100 million daily players, it outscales everything. So the real answer, Mobile Legends wins globally. Honor of Kings wins in scale and mostly from China. So both games are only getting better from here. And no, MLBB is not dying. Is it down from before? Yes. Why? Because COVID lockdowns ended and people just have less time to invest in games. The whole gaming industry is experiencing a fall. So saying MLBB is dying just from looking at a few charts is false. Finally, how can MLBB become bigger than its rival HOK? First things first, focus on growing regions. India, the NACT region, MENA, and the Latin America. The markets have tremendous potential. I think it's about time you stop concentrating so heavily on Southeast Asia. You have done enough there, decreasing funding for Southeast Asia and redirect it to these global regions. From just a glance at the trends chart, you can see growth in Southeast Asia has stopped. It's not increasing. Spend 2 minutes with the current trends and you will notice the same. I see you are making efforts, but they are not hitting the mark. Supporting third-party tournaments is good, and having official events is even better. It attracts new players when they see large prize pools they can officially compete for. Diamonds alone aren't going to cut it. Currently, MLBB is known for its esports appeal. But esports alone won't attract someone looking for a new game. What you need is strong lore and fresh ways to showcase your world. Look at Arcane and other storytelling mediums. Instead of pouring funds into more anime collabs, invest in creating a narrative that rivals Arcane. Even without Riot's budget, I'm sure you can craft a compelling story that players will follow. Moontoon, it's time to shift your focus, prioritize growing new player counts so they bring in revenue, rather than extracting more money from existing players. I know it's risky, but you need to act before HOK gains even more momentum. And don't give handouts to HOK, like you did with the NACT situation. So are you one of the 100 million soldiers of Honor of Kings? Or are you a hardcore dark system Hanabi main? And if you are interested in whole BTK situation, check out this video. Drop your thoughts below, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Kazuki Official. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.